Welcome to the dark beat. He took a syringe out of his pocket. No, what is that?
On
Bella?
Insanity
Bella!
Series.
She burst out into laughter. It looked like it was circling around something. I couldn't quite see what, but it looked like a ritual, or a seance of some sort. They're trying to fry my brain too! I knew Evans would be trouble. We should have killed her like we killed Gillard. But she can be useful for us. I can use her for my experience. Don't worry, she has no other way out. Andrew Gray, SOS, St. Albans. Oi Higgins, come get me! Checkmate, you monsters. The sound of police sirens were coming from the outside. They were here. My crew, my captain, all of them were here. It was a miracle. I did it. I was finally free. Checkmate, you monsters. The look of worry looked so good on their faces. At least to me it looked that way. I was able to smile at them in the same creepy way that they were smiling at me. This isn't over. Higgins and Samuels walked out of the corridor. I had the courage to walk behind them, knowing they couldn't do anything to me. Samuels took out a walkie-talkie from his coat and told somebody to come grab all the patients and take them inside. The feeling of relief was allowing me to breathe. They were here. Seeing my captain filled me up with joy. I was free. I was free. I ran towards them. Captain Kelly, I have enough evidence to bring them down now. I could see that he was shocked to see me in patient's clothes. Gray? What the hell happened to you? What are you wearing? They are driving everybody mad. None of the other people. None of them. None of them are murderers. None of them are bad. They are all framed. They drove them all mad. I couldn't finish my sentence before Samuels jumped in. Captain Kelly? Thank you for coming. What? What did he mean? It would be great if we could chat inside my office. No, Captain, don't go with him. He is evil. Him and his psychiatrist. They are hypnotizing people. They're driving everybody mad. Samuels looked at me with a cold glare. As you can see, your officer is not in a good state. I can explain everything once we're inside. What is he talking about, Gray? Samuels talked instead of me. At first, he introduced himself as a journalist, but then he showed signs of mental illness. He was harming himself and the others. He had a mental breakdown, and we had to admit him as a patient. Kelly looked at me with worried eyes. Gray, is that true? Of course not. They hypnotized me. Samuels smiled again. I will show you his file. All the evidence is there. You'll see once you come inside. Captain Kelly nodded his head and walked with me. I was losing it again. No, Captain, please, wait, listen to me. He killed Rose Geller. I have evidence. That apple tree, she's buried there. Captain Kelly looked at me again. His face looked cold too. Was he already hypnotized? Just dig the ground, you'll find her, you'll see. I have evidence. They took my laptop. Everything is in there. Samuels smiled. Feel free to search the grounds, Captain Kelly. This wasn't happening. Oh my God. No, this wasn't happening. What are they doing? Captain Kelly was silent. He wasn't saying a word. You sent me here to find evidence, remember? I tried my luck one more time, but I could see in his eyes that he was already hypnotized. Higgins was doing whatever he did to me. Finally, Kelly looked at his officers. Dig the ground. Look for bones. Oh, thank God. He wasn't that deep yet. The officers immediately started to dig the ground under the tree. It took them about half an hour to finally come out of the hole that they made. One of the officers walked straight to me and Captain Kelly. Sir, it was empty. What? Empty. What? No. Whoa, oh my God. I lost my temper again. They removed the body. I'm so sure it was there. I have more evidence. Just find my laptop, you'll see. Samuels smiled. Can we talk now? Kelly nodded his head again and started to walk towards me. Some of the other nurses came to grab me. No, this isn't right. Don't listen to him. I'm your detective. I'm a part of your crew. You have to believe me. You sent me here. At this point, I was yelling. I couldn't have them grab me and lock me up again. Why was this happening? No, let me go, you lunatics. Let me go. I yelled and kicked the nurses, but nothing. They weren't letting me go. They took me away from the yard. Captain Kelly, you have to believe me. You have to listen to me. Tell them to give you my laptop. You'll see. You have to free me. One of the other nurses, her name is Evans. She's locked up here too. They're torturing her. I yelled as they took me away. They took me straight to that same corridor where I found Evans. Why was this happening? What was going on? Why didn't they believe me? Higgins was coming with us. They took me to one of the other rooms in that corridor. There was a bed in there and some lamps and some devices that I didn't even recognize. Let me go, you evil monster! Let me go! Higgins laughed as she shackled me to the bed. She was standing right above my head. Checkmate, Mr. Gray. She started to laugh. That evil laughter took away all the hope that I had. Did you think we didn't think this through? You can never be free. All your little plans were for nothing. It's over for you and your little friend, Evans. My heart was pounding, and they were screaming in my ear. This couldn't be the end. This wasn't the way it was supposed to go. They were supposed to save me. Every evidence that you think you gather are showing the fact that you are mentally ill. No one will believe you now. It's over. There's nothing more you can do. You brought this on yourself the minute you walked in. Did you think that you could expose us that easily? How dumb are you? This is a mental hospital, not a corporation. You're done. Now you're just another mouse for my lab. They thought everything through. Everything. They must have removed Rose's body last night. That's why they got Evans. She was right. We were done for. The last thing I remember was a sharp pain in my forehead. After that, I passed out from the pain. I dreamt about Rosie one more time. She didn't say anything. She just stood there, looking at me. She looked disappointed. She looked sad. And without even saying a word, she walked away from me. I yelled and screamed her name, but she didn't listen to me. She just left, and I was all alone in the middle of that field. It was the first time that I was looking at the place. It was a garden with apple trees. She disappeared among them. And that was the last time I ever dreamed about her. I don't know what happened to Evans, but I never saw her again either. They must have killed her too. That must be it. I looked up from my hands for the first time. I looked at the person sitting in front of me. She was here to interview me. Her mesmerizing blue eyes were staring at me with compassion and sympathy. Her blonde hair covered her face as she looked down to write something on her notebook. Do you still believe that you're framed? I sighed. I don't know what to believe anymore. These memories are clear as day. But they say these are only my hallucinations. But I don't believe that I'm insane. I am perfectly sane. These drugs are making me insane. This whole story feels like a dream. A dream that makes me believe in insanity more than sanity. Are you saying that the world of insanity is more real than the reality? There is no difference between insanity and reality. Don't you see any difference? Do you? Why, of course. That's where you're wrong. There is no difference between insanity and reality. Reality is insanity, and insanity is reality. You need to be insane to see the truth. Otherwise, you're just asleep. And you can't see the truth when you're sleeping. You just see a projection of your brain. But when you go insane, that's when you finally wake up. And I had to wake up to see what they were doing. I never went to sleep again. That's why they call me the Night Walker. Because I made peace with insanity. You'll see my point too. Just give it time. With that, she just closed her notepad and looked at me straight in the eyes. You are asleep now, Andrew Gray. You have been asleep for over 10 years. You'll never wake up. You'll never see reality. You chose to stay in the insanity world, where everybody are out to get you. Even me. You don't see me, you don't recognize me. Goodbye, Andrew Gray. I hope you wake up one day. That was it, the Insanity series. Oh my god, I had so much fun creating these stories. Andrew Gray came to me in a dream, and the entire series was based on a dream that I once had. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section to let me know, and give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Next time, we have so much surprises for you, so make sure to subscribe to my channel to be notified when I put up a new video. Until next time, bye bye.